Welcome back, John Simeone here, the web developer with 14 years experience, here to tell you why you probably don't need a web developer for your business. Last time out, we just installed WordPress, completely blank WordPress website on a hosting provider. We were using Cloudways, but you can use any hosting provider you want and it'll be pretty much exactly the same. This time, we're gonna point our domain at our hosting provider so that when we go to our domain, our WordPress website shows up, because currently we've got this horrible jank looking address here, which isn't very nice. So I have my domain registered with Cloudflare. Again, you might not have yours with Cloudflare, but it will be the same process wherever you have it. So we're going to go to our domain. I'm using websiteexample.com, and we want to go to the DNS settings. So it should be very simple to find. Here you're going to see DNS records. This is in Cloudflare, but it might be slightly different depending on where you registered your domain. And what we're going to do in a second is we're going to add a record, and it's going to be an A record. So if we come back to Cloudways, we're going to see a section here, domain management. This might be slightly different depending on your hosting provider, but this is how you do it in Cloudways, and it's going to be very similar no matter where you do it. So you're going to want to add a domain. So we're going to put the name of our domain here. So website example.com. And it's important that you actually own this domain, because you do need to have access to the DNS settings. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. So we're going to save that, and that is going to add that domain to our WordPress application, WordPress website. You might hear those kind of words thrown around: application, app, website. It's all the same thing. It's just your website. So we've got that there now. And now if we come to access details up here, we want to get the IP address for our website. So this is very important, the IP address. So on Cloudways, there's a lot of clouds, Cloudflare, Cloudways, but on Cloudways, you're going to find it here, the public IP in access details. Okay, so you want to copy that. So I'm just going to click that, copy public IP, and then we're going to go back to our domain DNS records, and we're going to click add record, and it's going to be an A record, and we're going to leave it as root because we want the root. So we want websiteexample.com to point at this IP address here, and I'm going to paste that in, and I'm just going to click save, and that is going to create the DNS record that is going to point our domain at our WordPress application, our WordPress website. So that is now done. Now this may take a little while to propagate. That's a technical word. What I mean is it might take a little while for those changes to be made. My screen recording just froze, which was really useful. But if you have a look here, this is my domain, websiteexample.com, and it's bringing up a WordPress website. Yours will look slightly different, because mine did look slightly different, but I had to re-record this, and I have since made some changes. Next time, we will have a look at how to log into the WordPress dashboard so you can start making changes to your WordPress website.